live. Let me be honest. I'm doing this mobile, and I don't think I did it right. I think I tried to go live, and it didn't work. And now I'm going live. It just says Ziggy's live. So we'll fix that up later on. I almost thought to myself, just cancel it. Just do it later when you have more time. But to be honest, guys, I don't have time. So much going on. I have short periods of time to get this out, and I just wanted to quickly chat about what I thought was really interesting, and that is Labubu, Thrilljoy, and One Piece. All of them now have a chase element mystery box toy, and all of them are just going gangbusters. And I think this is just the beginning. In fact, Thrilljoy is really interesting. I listened to a great video from Gasselcast. Thrilljoy, I think they're an offshoot or some executives from Funko, and they've gone to make, unique toys. Like they did a Frodo drop. Apparently there's going to be a one-of-one Frodo. So one-of-ones, physical one-of-ones in the collectible character world, I think is rare. I don't know. I hadn't heard of it. Anyway, Thrilljoy did this really big release where it was free. You could sign up, get a free toy and a free shot at this one-of-one. The one-on-one was released on release day. Someone already won it. It's really interesting story. Check out Gasselcast. They interview the CEO. But as I'm sitting there listening, and I'll just quickly mention this, a question came up before that was not asked. They ran out of time, but it was around, is there a gambling aspect to these Chase mystery boxes? Again, it wasn't answered, but it was asked. And it wasn't asked to the CEO. It was just asked before they got to the CEO, and they just forgot to ask her. That makes sense. But it just got me thinking to myself, I know there's the buzz around the hobby and sports cards and breaking, and everybody, breaking's gambling, but opening a pack of cards is okay. That's not gambling at all. Buying a single and because you think he's going to be a Hall of Famer, not gambling at all. But everybody, it's so interesting how hypersensitive we are at certain areas. But again, watching what's going on in the Funko, the Labubu, One Piece, and Thrilljoy, does a couple things for me. I'm definitely concerned. Like, is this what we want to teach our children? And at the same time, I'm like, how do I get them? Does that make sense? Like, I have angel and devil on both sides. I don't think you can put this genie back in the bottle either. I mean, this is beyond just sports cards. These are, again, toys that are just making tons of money. I'm also thinking to myself, what reminds me of is like every generation, and I mean like every 10 years, it seems to have a collectible toy item, whether it was the Beanie Babies or the Funkos. Funkos were huge, man. Pre-COVID, those things were everywhere. And even now, they're slowly still out there, but definitely not as popular. Will the Boo-Boos, will these other things take their place? Will people be grading those in the future, Also, going back to the other thing was, you saw PSA, I believe as of today, is going to be grading magazines, comic books, listening to Neo, shout out Neo. It seems like anything that fits in that slab-like structure that fits the size of a magazine, they will grade. So Slam magazines, GameStop magazines, something you might have collected, old Beckett magazine, they will grade it. But it makes me again think of all those variant comic books out there, right? So variant comic books, kind of chase comic books, we've had this chase mentality. It just reminds me again, as an old man, someone put water in a can and they made a whole shitload of money. Isn't that crazy? I mean, someone put water in a can and they made a whole shitload of money. And all we're doing right now in the toy world is we're just taking chases. Like sports cards have had one-on-ones and these chase items, and we're putting those in the toys now. Like, is this norm? I don't know. Apparently, it looks like I have some people watching. I can't see any chat. Again, I'm terrible at this shit. What's this button do? Oh, green screen. What's this do? Oh, I like that. That's kind of cool. That's my my thumbnail I was going to use. What else did I want to talk about? Other hobby stuff. Let me just say real quickly, really great hobby conversations going on in the hobby lately. What was the one I listened to today? So I was going to do a separate video on this, but backyard breaks. Everybody's notorious hobby content creator, the backyard breaks, has hired a sports card, a sportscaster, broadcaster. I can't pick his voice, but it's familiar to me. He started Backyard Radio, and they've got 2 interviews out on their channel, the YouTube channel, and I guess have a podcast. But the reason I bring this up is, again, Backyard Breaks. They went out and got a very well-known, recognizable, or knowledgeable sportscaster in the sports world, brought him over to breaking. From what I get from the show, it sounds like he's been breaking a few months. It just reminds me too of the new people, the doors, the people that are opening their eyes to sports card breaking and sports cards in general. It just was surprising. Brian Gray was the first guest in the first episode. That's kind of also why I was listening to it. Always interesting to listen to Brian Gray talk. And Brian gave some great insights in some of the stuff he was involved in early on, and also how he bought Leaf and so forth. So I really enjoyed listening to Brian Gray talk. What was the other one? Let me just tell you, one of the best. There was some great conversations, and I will say I've been meaning to put together a video like great videos or great conversations people need to listen to. But one of my favorite videos this week too, I'm just giving you the heartbeat. Loved Jeremy's show last night, really good show. But Southern Collector did a video last week on Ted Williams. I cannot recommend that video enough. It was amazing. It was one of the best videos. I watched it twice. I watched it on 2X and I listened to it again. There's so much great content in there. He talks about Ted Williams, who I've heard about. I knew he was a great baseball batter. I knew he played for the Red Sox. I knew he was a war hero. I had no idea he didn't want to go to World War II. He went to World War II, came back. They forced him to go. Well, they forced him, but they got him to go They got him to go to the Korean War. He was a fighter pilot, very good fighter pilot. Survives a crash landing. Amazing story about Ted Williams, and then also his batting and his career and what he did and how. I mean, he might have been the best baseball player ever. It made me think to myself, though, listening to the story, and I love Southern Collector's passion and the storytelling. I bet Ted Williams and his family would be great video game players, right? If he had it has to be a lot of like great visual eye-hand coordination. He's able to hit a bat like a freaking champ. And apparently he grew up, always hitting the ball, which again, Southern Collector talks about all this, hitting the ball against a broomstick when he was a little kid in San Diego, but grows up hitting. And then later on, that ability to hit, I think he was able to take that over into the Air Force and becoming a phenomenal pilot too. So great story. What else? Well, a lot of banter about the Sports Card National coming up. Super excited. I am still going, I'll be honest, I haven't confirmed anything. I've not booked anything. I think I'm going to drive, just absolutely crazy. It gives me the most flexibility on when I get there, when I leave. I don't know when I want to leave. Basically, I know I'll be there Wednesday and Thursday. Do I leave Thursday night? Do I leave Friday morning? Do I stay till Saturday? I don't know. So right now I'm thinking about driving. It's just absolutely crazy. But I'm looking forward to the National. I'm looking forward to a lot of just kind of seeing. Looking forward to seeing people and companies that you couldn't see at Fanatics Fest, right? So you couldn't see Panini at Fanatics Fest, right? Kind of clearly. You didn't see PSA at Fanatics Fest. You didn't see Leaf at Fanatics Fest. I look forward to seeing those companies with their wild card. Always really cool what stuff they do at Fanatics at the National. So super excited about that. Man, I really wish. I do say hello. Hey man, hello. Thank you for responding. That's great. To see someone's in the chat and listening to me. Again, I know I've screwed up this live, so I'll fix the thumbnail and probably retitle it later on and all that stuff. But busy day. I'm actually middle of a drive. My son and I fly out tomorrow. We're going out to the Summer League. Also doing some other things while I'm in the Vegas area, so I'm looking forward to that. Shout out to Vegas people out there. If you're out there, I'm going to catch up. DM me, text me. I'd love to catch up with a few of you. I know I already have a couple meetings set up already, and looking to enjoy the Vegas heat, man. Let me tell you, I'm leaving right here. I'm in Virginia right now. It is 84 degrees, guys, and it is so nasty humid. Oh my God, it's nasty humid. Like, I cannot wait for 110 degrees. I will be cheering at 110 degrees. I'm gonna do a video later on about marinating, so I remember how much I love the dry heat. Okay, that's it. Like, comment, subscribe. I gotta get out of here. I gotta figure out how to stop this thing. I have no idea.